The judgment that has divided the nation. While some have hailed it as a victory for the rule of law, others have questioned the purpose of the judgment. However, it's not yet the end of the road for the former president. With now limited avenues at his disposal, Zuma's legal team has launched an appeal against the judgment.
The legal team of His Excellency President Zuma has just delivered its application for leave to appeal in terms of Section 17 of the Superior Court Act on the grounds that the judgment is clearly wrong and there are strong prospects that the higher court will come to a totally different conclusion.
The court ruled that the decision by former National Commissioner of Correctional Services Arthur Fraser to place Zuma on medical parole was unlawful, and that Fraser had no legal basis to undermine the authority of the Medical Parole Board that advised against granting Zuma medical parole. Judge Elias Matujane said nothing that Fraser relied on asserts that Zuma is terminally ill or is physically incapacitated, requirements that should be met before medical parole is granted. Zuma was released from the Escort Correctional Services facility in September, prompting the DA, Helen Suzman Foundation and others to launch a court bid against the decision.
Obviously, we're very happy. Obviously, it's not a good thing that somebody goes to jail, and it's not something to celebrate. But I think what we can celebrate is the fact that the rule of law has been upheld in South Africa and the principle of equality before the law. And I think the judge's findings were scathing of the conduct of Mr. Arthur Fraser and very clearly set out how this was a deal done because Mr. Zuma was connected with people within the ANC. And I think it's a very strong message that's gone out that all are equal before the law. And it doesn't matter if you're a former president or an ordinary citizen, the rules will apply equally to everybody.
A stance the EFF disagrees with.
Arresting Zuma is nothing but political revenge. If the law must serve a purpose of rehabilitation or bringing order to society, what is the purpose of arresting Zuma again? How is Zuma a threat to society, or what need is there to rehabilitate him? It's malicious use of the law. The point is that he must be corrected. And in this case, it looks like there is a clear mandate to punish as opposed to correct.
Meanwhile, some Durban residents say they are concerned civil unrest may break out again in KwaZulu-Natal should the former president return to prison. Many fear a repeat of the widespread unrest in July that claimed 350 lives in the province and Gauteng. However, Zuma's application to appeal will stay the High Court's order that he return to prison. The decision to appeal means Zuma will not be going to jail until that application is heard. Zolega Kotashe, SABC News, Johannesburg.